Bynum for Bosh has been the latest topic of discussion in LA land, Lakerville. So I'm going to give you my opinion on whether they should move forward in this trade if it's real. Sounding more like hearsay to me day and day, but if it's real, would that be a smart trade investment, whatnot? In my honest opinion, I don't like it. As much as I like Carmelo Anthony and would embrace the switch if it did come down, because I'm a Laker for life regardless of the decisions they make. I just think this core has been together for so long, and like same thing Boston likes to brag about, how they haven't lost a series with their starting five or whatnot or whatever. We can say the same thing. As little as Bynum has given us in the production department, he's still long and he's still effective. He just bothers shots, gets rebounds, and just makes it tough for teams to score in the interior. So that's just something that's hard to replace. Now, granted, getting Carmelo Anthony would make us just a much more efficient offensive team. We just lose so much in size and defense. We wouldn't be as good a rebounding team. Probably wouldn't even be as good as a passing team, as the floor wouldn't be spaced the same way. So just a few things to consider. So there's a lot of pluses and negatives that we need to assess before going forward with this trade. Bynum is 23 years old and hasn't quite hit his potential, but I'm still in the minority, probably in this opinion, though, but I think his best years are ahead of him. I think his two knee injuries were freak occurrences. He got hurt by Lamar Odom and Kobe, his own teammates. You know what I mean? So that's definitely something. It's just taking him a pretty long time to bounce back and recover from this last one, but I haven't had any objections into how he's been playing thus far this season. Now, Carmelo, top 5 player, day in, day out. But how would he mesh in the triangle offense? How would he mesh with Kobe Bryant? How would they share the ball? Kobe's a winner at the end of the day, and I'm sure they can make the adjustment. But with barely over 30 games left in the regular season, would that give them enough game time to go on a long playoff run? I'm a strong advocate of it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And yeah, there's been some struggles early on, but I think it's more testament of being bored than actual ability and what LA's being able to do on the court. I know Jerry West alluded to the fact that the Lakers are getting a little long in the tooth and getting old, but I don't think that's the problem. And the statistics don't really show that. They're playing as good a defense as they've ever done. Not ever, but how they've done in the Kobe Powell era. There hasn't really been a drop-off in that. They're still having the same hangers if they have. Derek Fisher can't really guard the point guard spot. They don't get back in transition that well during the regular season. But when the playoff comes, half-court sets are going to be your bread and butter. Better half-court teams are going to win. That's why Boston and LA seem to make the deepest runs on a year in, year out basis over the last 3 or 4 years, because they're the best half-court teams. And San Antonio was creeping up because they've always been a pretty good half-court team. They're running a little more this year than normal, but at the end of the day, not that afraid of San Antonio, not yet, because as like they call us old, their core is the same age as ours. You know what I mean? Parker, Ginobili, and Duncan. Duncan's older than anybody on our team. Ginobili's not a baby. He's in his 30s. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. He's at least Kobe's age, possibly even older. So, just certain things to consider. I still don't see them beating us in a playoff series. They've only beat us once since Phil Jackson's been coach. 2003, and I remember it well. So when Robert Horry sabotaged it. Decided to miss every three-point shot he shot. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm just saying, the knee-jerk reaction, everybody wants to ship Bynum out because of the injuries. But I'm saying, give him a chance. Let this season play out, You may lose out on your chance to get Melo, but there'll be other players, other free agent. Melo will be a free agent. Maybe you can still sign him, but there'll just be other opportunities to do things going forward. So I say stand pat. The three-peat is not in jeopardy, not yet. We still got the third best record out west. Trail Dallas by half a game or something. So no need to hit the panic button. Sit back, relax. I say we don't trade Bynum.